Hello everyone, Brothers here. I hope you're all doing good. I'm not doing too bad myself, thanks for asking. Road to Whore, episode 14, I believe. No messing around on this one, let's just get straight into the action. Everybody meet Lauren. I was 19 going on 20 when this happened, but in fact, I knew Lauren from high school. So, we were friends, or, kind of friends for a long time. And to be straight up with you, she wasn't the usual type of girl I'd even dream of going for. I would never picture her and think, yes, I would give her some serious licky licky. Never mind sticking my mushroom tip deep inside her vagina. It would just never happen. But anyway, in high school, there was no chemistry between us. We were just purely friends. And in fact, we hardly spoke too much. We wasn't like deep best friends. We just sort of knew of each other. And I never once looked at her in a way to think, yes, one day I would fuck it. Never on this earth did I ever think that. And that's nothing against her, it's just my type. And when my parents moved me away from my school and friends, I never really seen much of her again. And obviously it wasn't a bad thing. In fact, I was quite happy with it because she was one of them annoying girls who, for some reason, these type of girls just think it's funny to sit there and poke you in the ribs. And I'm just sat there thinking, in a minute, if this girl carries on, I'm going to roll out my fucking mushroom tip and choke her with it. So, we didn't speak to each other for, I'd say, 3, maybe 4 years. Then this one day I was out by myself doing some shopping. I'm pretty sure I was actually getting a pair of jeans, I think, something just simple like that. You know that awkward moment when you hear somebody shout your fucking name and you instantly go bright red and you just think, no, no, please do not let it be you. And then you turn around and then there's this 16-stone girl stood behind you with a fucking cheeseburger in one hand and a big smile on her face. Yeah, well, that's exactly what it was like. So I was so embarrassed, I left the shop without my jeans and she was walking next to me talking. And not to stereotypical type of guy here, but for some reason, and you might have different experiences with this, but to me, most blonde girls that are on the fat side seem to always have a loud and bubbly personality. Well, that was Lauren, always a party type of person. So everyone in the shopping centre heard the big gob, and it was so embarrassing because my older brother actually saw me and he was laughing his head off in the distance, and he sent me a text message saying, "Brad, is that your new bird?" I got bullied for it for a little bit, but it was nothing too serious, it was more of a laugh, so I wasn't too sort of upset about that. Now you're probably thinking, "Brad, why the fuck did you end up banging this girl?" Well, being the nice guy that I am, she put some effort into trying to talk to me. I've got to, like I do with you guys, you comment to me, I comment back. She talks to me, I've got to talk back, So I sat down on a bench and we were talking for, it wasn't that long, it was about 20 minutes. And I was actually starting to like her personality. She stopped shouting. When girls shout talk, where they talk, but they're actually shouting. She stopped doing that and she was talking, and she was just being a nice girl. And she actually said, she missed seeing my face around. So, I felt, well, you're giving me a chance, so I'll give you a chance, but not in the sexual type of thing. Even at this stage, I had no intention of fucking her. She was a proper man-eater, proper gruesome sort of butch sort of chick. We swapped numbers on a friendly basis, and I say that because to me, when you swap numbers on a friendly basis, it's like, here's my number, mate, give me a text, let me know what you're up to. Whereas if you swap numbers with a girl, it's, are you alright, here's my number, it'd be nice to see you again. The different types of scenarios. But I can never resist myself. I always have to get a girl to fancy me. I don't know what it is, it's just that goal of knowing that a girl likes you. And it's just making them fall for you, but you're actually not interested. I know it sounds harsh, but that's what I'm like with any girl. So I work my magic, and it's also good practice to make them fall for you for when you find the right girl and you want her to fall for you. And it worked. After a couple of days texting, she was sending me pictures of her tits. Now, even though she was on the big side, her pictures actually gave me a boner, and I didn't think it would, because I didn't look at it and think, oh yeah, that would get it. It was just to look at it, and I just looked down at my cock and thought, shit, I've got a boner. And it made me heavily curious as to what it would be like to fuck a fat chick. So I went for it. And her parents were away, so she invited me over. And unlike most girls in the past, she was pretty much straight up with me. She told me straight that she wanted to fuck me. Whereas other girls, you know, they sort of hint at it, but they don't fully commit to it. They're the dirty type of girls. So I borrowed my dad's sat nav and drove to drove to her house, and literally she met me at the front door, and she had all this naughty lingerie on. And what I mean by that is she had heels, high heels, whatever you want to call them, stockings, suspender belt, some fucking thong which just looked terrible on her, and some corset which didn't look too bad. You know, it held in the chubs, and it popped her tits out. And I looked at her and thought, you know what, I'm up for this. I'm actually getting turned on now. So we went straight into her bedroom, no messing around, and I didn't even have time to take my coat off when she literally threw herself at me. And so we kissed, and it all started. At one stage, I actually thought it was going to change into some sort of wrestling match, purely because of how fast she was kissing me. It was unreal. She pretty much ate my face, and then she pushed me onto the bed, and this is what I mean by she was a man-eater. Her bed squeaked like you couldn't imagine, obviously. It was a single bed and she's a big girl, it's gonna always squeak. I feel bad from saying that, because she was actually a nice girl. And she basically just sucked me off. She just sucked my mushroom tip there and then. And by then, I was way up for it. You know, my cock was stood to attention, and I was like, yeah, I'm up for giving this girl some serious mushroom tipping. So she lay on the bed, and I moved the thong out of the way and gave her some serious licky, and her vagina actually was very, very meaty and tasty. So I went in for some serious licky, and it started, you know, great. It was really good. The response was good. But the more I licked her out, the more she was getting closer to orgasm. And at this stage, she was holding my head with her hand, so I couldn't come up for air. So I was almost dying as it was. And then when she reached orgasm, for some reason, some girls, when they have an orgasm, their legs go dead tense. And she literally wrapped her legs around my neck, pushing my face into her fat. So obviously I stopped I stopped giving her some licky and got my breath back, and, you know, just inserted my weapon of mass destruction. I thought, let's just get this over with. That wasn't the best experience ever. I almost died, and I didn't really want it to last as long as it did. I just wanted to get in there and get out of there as soon as possible. I've never fucked anyone in my life with such a bucket, and what I mean by this is I just pushed it in and I couldn't feel anything. And I don't think it was because she slept around. I think this is purely because she was a big girl. On a serious note now, sorry, have you ever fucked a big girl? And I know I might sound a bit nasty here, but, you know, they seem to take a lot more work to make them scream than what you would if you fucked a skinny girl. Their body is so easy to work with. I remember, you know, fucking a skinny girl, and it's just so easy. You know, you can go slam it right in, and it's really easy. And, you know, they just scream their little tits off. And I was fucking this fat girl as hard as I could, using pretty much every bit of, you know, energy that I had. And she was just laid there in doggy style, shouting harder, harder, deeper, deeper. And seriously, because her ass cheeks were, you know, bigger than normal, I just couldn't put my mushroom tip all the way in. Her ass cheeks would hit my waist or the side of my, you know, this, you know, your legs at the side of your cock. They were just hitting them, and it was stopping me from going deep. So I was literally fucking her for around 40 minutes straight, sweating it out, proper gruesome fucking bareback fuck, in doggy style all the way. Eventually started to get her to scream, and, you know, she went fucking crazy. She reached orgasm for the second time that night, and she was just telling me, you know, she was like, don't stop, I'm gonna come. And then she was doing all this, yeah, oh my god, yeah. I'm not gonna do it in a girly voice for you, sorry, it just feels too dirty to do that. And then her legs started shaking, and she said she couldn't, you know, she couldn't handle no more. So I was thinking, thank fuck for that. And I just literally pulled out and just lay on the bed trying to get my breath. And she just, I was literally, you know, when you just had enough, you just close your eyes and just put your hand over your forehead. I was like that, and she literally just started sucking me off, and I was like, you can try, I've got nothing in me. And the next minute I just started orgasming, and I just spermed all in her mouth. And then that's when she sort of got on the bed with me. Excuse me, she literally looked me in the eyes and just swallowed. I just put my head back down on the bed thinking that was fucking hard work. You know, after you've had sex and the girl becomes all cuddly because and she wants you to stay naked cuddling. Well, Lauren did that, and I felt so bad. Just, you know, I just wanted to get up and leave, so I had to just commit myself and stay there overnight. Some girls let you have sex with them and then let you leave. Other girls want you to cuddle them, look after them, talk, chat, watch TV. Anyway, the next day I left early Surprisingly, she didn't even try it on again after that, and I was quite surprised at that. Although she started to make, she made more effort with herself, looking after herself. I heard that she changed the diet and started to jog. Obviously, over time, our friendship died out, and I never spoke to her again. And it's been a good 4 years or so now. But that was my first ever experience with a fat girl. And I know when I say fat, it does sound quite nasty, but it's not. It's the only way to describe them. It was an experience. Almost died. Probably shouldn't be here today. But anyway, I somehow I'm here, survived. Anyway, guys, I've got some Dead Space 2 coming your way, along with a Road to Rejection series. I'm going to try that, see how it goes down. That will be similar to the Road to Horror series, but with all the fails, or all the times where I tried my luck with a girl, but got rejected. Anyway, you all take it easy, and I will catch up with you guys later. Goodbye for now. Mwah.